So no one had talked about Chris Guy forever until this morning when Brian Lilly puts out what he called an exclusive of something we talked about last week. This is like fucking a week old.
I've already made a comic about this. He is behind the times.
Like, this guy's the balls on Brian Lilly to say this is a fucking exclusive when we've been writing about this guy for fucking 2 months. And all the information that's in his shitty little story at The Sun is stuff that we reported last week. Like last fucking week. This is when we did the story. Rob Gill sent me this. Here's what happened. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. This is May 20th. This is fucking last week. He sent me a couple of DMs. I do a little work with Rob. He gives me some information. I give him some information. He's a great guy. And then, his bail conditions. Rob sent me this. Again, this is a week ago, not 14 minutes, as it said. So Brian Lilly has the fucking balls to write a story that we've been writing for the last month. And writes a story saying that they were the first to write it and they got a hold of these court documents. They didn't. It was a TPS like fucking press release that he was using, which is the one we used last week. And the whole reason he wrote it, in my opinion, Jamesy, the whole reason he wrote it is because he's trying to make Dougie look like, oh, someone's trying to kill him. Everybody, Doug's a good guy. Am I wrong here? Like, where am I at? Is my assessment bad?
I would say that the editor over at The Sun is calling it an exclusive because if I recall, we didn't name the politicians, right? We didn't name Doug Ford by name, did we?
No.
Right. So he's just using that as his way to say it's an exclusive.
We talked about it in the pod, though.
Yep. But when
it wasn't on the webpage, but we mentioned who he threatened on this.